Right, ladies and gentlemen, can I say, first of all, welcome. I mean, you've been here a while, but welcome. I'm very pleased to see everybody. I suspect by now that everyone sort of knows, give or take, who everybody is. But having said that, I'll tell you anyway, because you might not know. That's Susan, and Paul is on the camera.
Double bed.
That's daughter and son-in-law, all the way from sunny West Horton. That's Phil and Sam, my nephew and one of the grandsons. We've got Brenda there, that's my dad's niece, and Jean. Jean's over there, and Jean's husband Chris, from the deep south, really. Yeah, deep south. A long way. There we've got Phyllis, Franz, and Bill's over there. That's my mother-in-law, Ethel, and I think what, oldest person here?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, at 21. And we've seen, yeah. But if we work round, that's Lynn and Trevor.
Is it?
And who else have we got? Mrs. Pass. Very nice to see Mrs. Pass.
Very nice to be here too, yes.
Long time since. And then we've got Michael and
Liz.
Liz. That's right. And anybody else? That's about it, really.
Well, I'm not going to mention anything about it. I mean, Judy and Michelle for just here, like. You know.
They're all your invitation, though.
Oh, that's right.
And of course, the fact that our two very special guests, my mum and my dad. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. They both look very well, I think, in truth. My mum made it. And she was concerned she wasn't going to, but here she is. I think it's plenty of jam in Jerusalem. But,
it is.
And I think my dad, it's been all fingers and thumbs. That doesn't you know, the finger peg and the thumb.
Well, indeed, it's only further this week. Mum did say to me, she said, I think we're going to make it. I don't know what else she's going to make, but I'm assuming she meant the book.
Yeah.
They're well into this granddad and granddad, a grandma and granddad business, and I think I'd like just to tell a little grandma and granddad type story, which some of you I know have heard, but I'll tell it anyway. Basically, it concerns Grandad, who he sort of turned over his vegetable patch that day, so his soil was nice, and you know, his soil was nice. And he's sitting on the back step with his little grandson, admiring his handiwork, when all of a sudden, a worm appears out of the soil. Yeah, you've heard this one. And little grandson goes over and sort of pulls this worm out. And he's really quite pleased with himself for having got this worm out, you see. Grandad says, well, okay, that's pretty clever, but I bet you can't get it back in the same hole. Bet you half a crown. So grandson thinks about that and he says, okay, you're on. Goes upstairs to find some of Grandma's hairspray. Yeah? Stretches this worm out. Sprays it with, you know, the hair lacquer till it's stiff as a board. And goes along and tries very hard and pokes it back in the ground, you see. So the following day, Grandad and grandson are sitting there on the back step once again. Grandad says, by the way, he says, here's that half crown that you won for the bet. And he says, there's another half crown here from Grandma.
Oi, will you explain it to him?
Well, let's put it this way. Uncle Jeff had no trouble in understanding it.
She's looking gone,
Well,
will you tell her, Jeff? Will you tell her?
50 years ago this very night, Adolf Hitler had no consideration whatever for a newlywed couple. And in fact, I think it's a statement of fact to say that over Trafford Park that very night, the sirens went off 4 times.
5 times. 5 times.
Can you confirm it was 5 times in one night, Dad?
I counted.
5 times he went.
Okay.
This business getting up and down, it was getting worse. Oh, sorry.
Well, that was that particular honeymoon. Next week, it's the sort of second honeymoon, or third honeymoon, or fourth honeymoon. I don't know how many. And it's in Torquay. Torquay is a fairly hilly place,
I
Mum, as
believe
its
so,
name
I
implies,
believe
so take it easy. I think we all hope you'll have a grand old time in Torquay.
Oh, we will.
I think that we got some presents for the Torquay.
Yes, I think so.
Torquay do. Let's see if we got some presents. There's one for my dad there, and there's one
Looks
for...
like a bomb.
would you like to open it, Dad? And there's one for Mum. Yeah. Go on, we'll have your dad's first.
I'm all thumbs and fingers.
Oh, that is rude.
It's
Come on, Jim, now, don't keep us waiting.
well, don't be such a bloody hurry, just savour it. These things are not done in a hurry. I'm getting excited.
Stop it. That's not you.
No.
I knew bloody well what it was.
It's a spray. I have to tell you.
It's got supreme hold.
Yeah, it's got supreme hold. But
Suit you down to the
it
ground.
brushes out, Dad.
Suit
well.
you down to the ground.
Remind me to take a stiff brush.
Metal brush will do.
Where's mine?
That's for my mum. Before I start on this, I've just got to sort of go over a few points with my mum and dad. When you sort of
It's a
thank
bit late, you should have gone home.
No, you thank them for a few things. I mean, first of all, we started off with Bob and myself. And there's photographs down there where I'm holding hands with our Bob and I hated him. I hated him. But then you went on a bit and you get married and Judy and myself, and we've had 2 kids and I hate them. They grow up and they're big in pain in their backside you can ever have in their memory, man. I hate them. Absolutely hate them. So I've got to thank my mum and dad for it. I then get, you then get girlfriends involved and this, that and the other, you know. I mean, Sam's here and Liz is here, smiling face Liz. They're very excited tonight. Sam's there, she's actually just found out she's got a bust. I don't want to embarrass the girl, you know. But if she ever took that coat off, she hasn't got her fur out.
Take it off while this camera's up here.
Come on, Paul, why don't you get it in? Zoom in.
Well zoomed in, that one.
But what I've really got to thank my mum and dad about is because I've only got a few years to do before I retire. And on my superannuation and my pension money, and what I'm going to get when they go, I've got the idea of this big home.
He's not kidding you.
Hey, I am not kidding. I've got it worked out just what it's worth, you know, and this, that, and the other. I mean, all I'm going to say is I'm not just sure who's going to go first. But
don't go anywhere without me.
and my dad, I'm not just sure what my dad would do because I mean I can see that bugger getting married again. Now that he's found out what the hairspray is for. Anyway,
You know what this is? I don't think it's going to be fit to go home with him.
No, it's all right.
Like Christopher about.